My name is Malene. I am the Playful Knitter both on YouTube and on Instagram and on Ravelry as well. I am coming to you from the northern part of Denmark, where I live with my husband and our 2 girls. We also have 2 cats who will hopefully not be too noisy or too intrusive during this little chat. Yeah, there's one already. That's why I'm looking that way. She's coming from the living room. Mimi, I thought that we agreed that you had to take a little nap now. I'm here to chat with you about some knitting because I am a knitter. I'm also a musician, and you will, as usual, hear some music on this podcast, and it's played on this piano right here by me. I have a very special song to play for you today. For me, it's special anyways, and I will tell you why before I play it. But for now, why don't we just take a look at all the knitting? That's what we're here for. It is summer in Denmark right now. The weather is getting warmer. I'm like, the temperatures we're having now, that's about all I can do. I don't like the heat. I do appreciate the light and the sun, but like a sunny autumn day or sunny winter day, that's my jam. So yeah, but summer means summer sock camp. Today is Thursday, May 28th. By the way, where did time go? Where did May go? Oh my goodness, it's almost June. But on Monday, the 25th, summer sock camp started. It is hosted by Elton from the Scrappy. If you want to know more about it, go check her out. I will link her channel in the description box along with everything else we talk about today. Patterns, makers, all that stuff. And I have 4 pairs of socks to show you as my FOs today. First 2 pairs are Scrappy because I'm really feeling in a scrappy sock mood at the moment. I don't know. And my youngest daughter, Ella, loves to wear socks. And her feet have grown recently, so yay me, because now I get to knit her new socks. And I knit her this pair of Scrappy socks. And there's no rhyme or reason to how many rows or rounds I've knit with each color. I've just finished the color. I've knit these simultaneously or concurrently. I'm Danish, so I don't really know the difference, but I hear both words used. I've knit them at the same time. So for one sock, I pulled from the middle, and the other sock I pulled from the outside of the little teeny tiny yarn cake. And just when there's no more yarn, I change the color. I cast on 56 stitches and knit a 1x1 ribbing, 12 rows for this one. And then there's a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset. And Ella just left these. So she's very excited for me to be here today so she can have the socks. Even though it's getting warmer, she will wear them like at the house or at night or something. Such happy, springy, summery colors. I don't know all the makers for these yarns. It's just, once they go in my little scrap bucket, it just kind of flies out of my mind. I do know that this one is a Ladybog yarn. It's very, very beautiful. I do have a little left of that one still, and I'm very happy about that because I do like all the little speckles on there. It's very pretty. So that's one pair of Scrappy socks, and here's another. These are for me. Oh my goodness, how gorgeous are these, right? These are a cast on of 56 stitches and then increased to 64 stitches right before the heel, and then the gusset and decrease to 64 stitches, the foot, and then a wedge toe. And this yarn is very special to me. I've wanted to try this yarn dyer for a long, long time. So at Easter time, I thought that I would spoil myself for Vlogster and buy myself an Easter countdown. I had seen that Kelly and Nick from Lay Family Yarns, they were doing an Easter countdown, and I ordered it. trouble was that the post didn't want to let go of it, so it never came. And I got in touch with Kelly, and she was just the sweetest and the kindest, and she helped me, and she was like, well, I don't have an extra, but I will send you the leftovers. And you know what happened? When the leftovers came, the same day, the package with the original yarn came as well. So now I have both. And I just remembered that I forgot to bring the full skein over here, so I'll go get that. So we're gonna mix a little eye candy in here because we're talking about the socks. This is the countdown, and oh my goodness, how gorgeous are these? So 14 different colors, and these are 10 grams. And I got little nuggets that she had left over, and she said, when I texted her and said, oh my goodness, both of the packages arrived at the same time. What do we do? And she was like, knit with it, enjoy it, share it with a friend. So that's what I did. I sat down and I wound up all these 14 colors, and I split them up into two. And then I had two, like yarn balls. And then I split one of the balls into two little cakes to knit me a pair of shorties. And I gave the other cake to a friend of mine so she can have socks like these too. And I love them so much. These colors are just beautiful. And these I think I will save and put into one of my scrappy blankets because I'm really into all the mitered square blanket knitting at the moment. It's all I want to do. I'm not knitting it right now because I have so many other things on my needles, and I'm very much into the socks. But I have one scrappy mitered square blanket that's waiting for me. I started it up last year during Tour de France, and I will definitely continue it this year when Tour de France starts back up. That's the only kind of sport I want to watch on TV. I'm not a very sporty type of person, but I do like to watch Tour de France. It's silly, I know. Let me just show you one more time because, oh my goodness. So the countdown came with these minis, and then there's also a full skein and some stitch markers and some candies, but those are like long gone. Look at those cute stitch markers. How cute are they? And they are from unwrapped yarn. Let me see if I can show you. It was such a treat for me to try yarns from the UK. And here's the logo from Lay Family Yarns. And this sock set is called Egg Hunt. Is it not just absolutely gorgeous? I love it very much. And if you've been here before, you know that I don't really enjoy knitting with high twist, but this was just pure joy on my needles. So I guess it depends on the base. And this is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon. I liked it very much, and I love the colors. Okay, so 2 pairs of Scrappy Socks. And then I have my monthly socks from Alonelysocklady. I'm going to knit a pair with her yarn every month this year. She has the Anne of Green Gables yarn club, and I purchased that. And these are by May Socks. And I have to say, I'm very proud of these because I finally got my together and knit myself some socks with some color work on them. Because one of my friends, she sent over like little pictures that she had found on Pinterest. And this pattern, I could not. Look at these. How cute is that? Like little kitty cat paws. Let me show you from afar. I love these so much. So now I have some kitty cat paw socks. And my boy, my mister, he's black, so it's like perfect. And I have to say, I really, really, really love this color. And I'm forgetting the name of it. Something, something, something mumbo jumbo. I'll put it on the screen. I love it very much. The last FO I have to show you is something that I'm very, very excited about. And it also makes me a tiny bit nervous. I don't know why, it always does. I have a new design. I've told you that I'm working on it, and I really it's done, and the pattern has been in testing, and I'm almost ready to release it. So I thought, let's just do a reveal today of my new sock design. These socks are called the Square Up Socks. I couldn't really figure out a name for them, but my oldest daughter, Augusta, she was like, "Square up, Mom." Take the challenge. And I thought that was perfect. So these are the Square Up Socks. Again, with miter square on them. Miter squares, multiple. And I've knit them so that they're like reversed. Like that. I had my tiny bit socks, I'll put up a picture right here, that I designed last year with teeny tiny miter squares around the leg. And I thought that it'd be fun to do some bigger squares as well. And then I got the idea that why don't we put the squares on the heel flap as well? So the heel flap consists of 2 squares as well. Let me take one of these off the blocker and I can show you better. Like this. And it kind of like cups your heel. It fits very well on my foot. And the testers are enjoying them as well. It's a pretty quick knit. Once you're done with the miter squares, they don't take that long. It's just, yeah. Smooth sailing. And there's a little eyelet pattern on here. And it's just before the toe as well. So yeah, these are the Square Up Socks. This is size 2 with 64 stitches, and then there's a 56 stitches and a 72 stitches. And I've just worked up one of those. It looks like this. And I thought that it would be fun to knit the little miter squares on the heel in different colors as well. So I have 4 colors up here and 2 colors on the heel. Let me tell you about the yarn. The yarn for this first original pair of Square Up Socks is by 3 by the Sea Designs. The gray is their silver color, and it has a little bit of stellina in there. It's probably not easy to see. And these minis are from their Wicked Sock set. Beautiful, beautiful, amazing colors. I love these very much. And then for this version, I've used a gray from Alonelysocklady. It is her mouse gray colorway. And let me grab my bag. Isn't it cool? It's by Deadly Daisies. She does all kinds of notions for knitters and crocheters and makers. And then I had a mini set left. Speaking of summer sock camp, I can't remember, was it maybe like 3 years ago or something? Ladybug Yarn and we collaborated on these colors. I sent some pictures to Dorit. I asked her if she wanted to maybe do some colors with me, and she was like, yes, send me some pictures. And I sent her some inspiration pictures, and she dyed up these minis, and they are just perfect. So it is called, let me show you her tag right here. It's called Bonfires and Camp Nights, because my inspiration was like a campground at nighttime. So this is the sky, and this is like the forest bed and all the pines, and this is the fire, and these are the fire roasted marshmallows. But I needed 6 colors, and I had this one in my stash from Ladybug Yarns as well. It's called Elm Street, and I think it's just gorgeous. So those are the 6 colors for the squares. Now for this larger size with the 72 stitches, I've made the leg a little longer. So if you happen to purchase the pattern when it comes out, you will see that the yarn amount for the largest size is quite a bit bigger than size 1 and 2, and that's the reason. And of course, you can always adapt it and adjust it in a way that suits you. Like, you could also just not do the eyelet on the foot if you don't like it. Do whatever you want. But yeah, square up socks. I'm hoping to have the pattern out maybe June 1st, hopefully. We have lots of stuff going on this weekend. I'll tell you about it. But I have finished. I have some video tutorials that comes with the pattern. One is how to knit the square. You knit the 4 squares, and then for the first and the fourth, the join, how to join them without having to like sew, but knit them together. I have a tutorial for that. And then there's also a tutorial for a cast on, double loop cast on that you use on the heel. Yeah. And the tutorials are both in English and in Danish, and the pattern is in English and in Danish as well. I think I remembered to say it all. If not, if you have questions, you can always ask me in the comments. I love to read your comments and chat to you, so please, by all means, leave me a comment. So I guess we just kind of moved on into the whips with this one. So let's talk whips. I do have something on my needles that I'm working on as well. That is not a pair of socks. And it is my reading shawl. This is a pattern by K.F. Jones from the Bakery Bears. I'm modifying it quite a bit because she uses, as far as I remember, 12 contrast colors, and I have an advent because she has the advent and she holds 2 double, so 12 contrast sections, I guess you could say, and I would like to just hold the colors double on their own. So I am trying to modify it to fit 24 different colors along with the main color right here. This is my Elton John Advent. It is dyed by It's Yarn. She no longer dyes yarn, but she still has a very lovely podcast. And I'm just about halfway. It's very big. I folded it in half. Hopefully you can see. This colorway that I'm on, this blue one, is Blue Eyes. So it's inspired by Elton John songs. This is the one I'm knitting up right now. I'm just pulling from the middle and from the outside and then holding it double. And then I have this color that it has no name. I dyed it up myself. And I've had a little trouble with it, especially in the beginning, because it's a little blah. I feel like it doesn't really make these colors shine the way they should, but I didn't want to start over. I was lazy. And I'm sure that when I'm done with it, I will love it very much. This one right here is my absolute favorite, and that is also the reason because it's my favorite song by Elton John, Your Song. It's very special to me. I actually, when I was in high school, I had a music exam and I had to do all kinds of things, and among those we had to sing. So I sung Your Song, and 2 days later I met my husband. So it's very special to me. And a couple of years ago, we got to go to an Elton John concert, and that was the last song that he performed, and I cried. It was very special. Just followed me throughout my life. I'll show you this better when it is done. yeah, and I can just pull it all out and show you properly. Moving on to the socks. In this little mini bag right here that I made myself, I have a pair of socks in yarn that I dyed myself. I was playing around with the colors and trying to like dye. When you have the full yarn skein, I kind of dyed half and half. So one half blue and one half in this kind of rust color. And I have to say that I really like the way this is knitting up. I think it's very much fun. And then look at it on the heel. I was kind of worried that it would start to pull after the gusset decreases, but so far it's acting very well. I'm just hoping that it'll be the same on the second sock. You never know. So no colorway, just me playing around with some colors. I am on a 2.25 millimeter needle as per usual, and I've cast on 64 stitches. And even though it is for me, I have knit a longer leg because I kind of like when it slouched down a little bit, and 64 stitches and a longer leg will do that for me. So that's my goal with these socks. All right, I had to pause to text my daughter back. She is out doing her studenterkursen. The graduates, they go out in either like a bus or a big truck and visit all the parents, all the families after they graduate and put their hat on. Put up a picture right here of my sweet girls. So they're doing that today. She was texting me. I was like, oh, I better see if something is the matter, something is wrong, but everything was fine. She just wanted to text me a picture of their truck. And I was sitting here chatting to you guys and I hadn't hit record, so here we go again. Let's hope that I can remember what to say. I was talking about these, and now I want to tell you about these. Because my poor husband, his socks are in dire straits. Can you even say that about socks? I don't know. They're not looking good, and they're too worn to fix anymore. So, of course, I will knit him a new pair of socks because I love to knit socks. So these are my hubby socks at the moment, and they're so much fun. As per usual, I cast on 64 stitches on a 2.25 millimeter needle for him. And then he has a 60 round for the leg, slip stitch, heel flip, and gusset. He has a long foot, so after the decreases, I knit 70 rounds. Long foot. I think this colorway is so much fun. It's an opal yarn. It's one of their 100 Wasserhaus. Or 100 Wasserwerk, excuse me. One of their colorways for that, and that's the painting right there. I think they're so spot on with their colors. Sometimes I kind of feel like I want to purchase some of their Van Gogh colors that I already knit up, purchase some of those again because they're just beautiful. This colorway name, what's the colorway name? I don't know, but the number is 1436. No colorway name? No. Oh yeah, it's right there. Seeschlange. What is that? Is there anything called like a sea snake? No, it's probably called something else. Long snake that's in the sea. You can see it right here. Yep. So those are on my needles and I'm just having fun with those. They're in this bag that I made myself. Little tea bags on it because I like to drink a cup of tea every day. At least one cup. I already had my cup of tea today. Might have another after this, but I also have lots of other stuff to do, so we'll see. All right, in this bag is a pair of socks that I'm just enjoying so much knitting. I posted a picture on Instagram with just this project, and I've had so many sweet comments about the bag and where did I buy it and could I leave a link and stuff. And the thing is, I sewed this bag myself. I have my Instagram profile, Bags by the Playful Knitter, where I sell these either mini project sock bags or these peekaboo bags. The thing is, I sewed this up like at least 3 years ago and I don't have any more of this fabric. So I can't make this type of bag, but I am working on a shop update that'll be sometime in June. It has all kinds of like flower bags and there's some Halloweeny ones and some summery ones and I just looked in my little fabric cupboard and just chose the ones that I felt like sewing up. But in here is some very, very special yarn with some colors that's just bringing me lots of joy. I don't know what it is with me these days. It's like summer sock camp is going on and all I want to knit is something camp related. And if you ask my family, they will for sure tell you that I am not the camping kind of girl. I don't do tents and stuff like that. But I have twice in my life done like a road trip in the States. First one with my husband and then second one with my husband and the girls and I. And we did RV trips and I do love me a good RV trip. It was so much fun and just staying on the campgrounds. Very, very lovely. And this is a colorway by Alonelysocklady because I couldn't wait. You know, I can't cast on my monthly socks until after June 1st. So I had to have some stripes on my needles and she has this colorway. It's called Proud to be Bare. In May, her update is always with lots of the Proud to Be colorways. And I just thought that this reminded me of like bonfires and marshmallows and I loved it very much. So I bought it. And I'm knitting it together with this, yarn is trying to fall on the floor. With this colorway, it's by the Danish yarn dyer by Kilerek. And it's called I'm on Fire, like a zebra yarn. I love this orange. And these are knitting up like this. Let's turn them around. So I have the zebra yarn as a little pop of color up on the cuff. 1 by 1 cuff, 15 rounds. I have 64 stitches. And then I started the stripes and then there's a black stripe in here too, in between this gray and brown. And I just helical knit these two together because I thought it would be fun and I wanted to try it and see how it turned out. And I really like it. And then continued on with the stripes. And then I have the heel in the zebra yarn as well. And then the stripes and the helical. And I'm just at the point where I'm going to helical knit the black color together with the zebra color. Kind of silly, I know, but I love how these socks are turning out and they're bringing me so much joy, and that's what it's all about, right? Yay. It is bringing me joy, but it is also making me a little sad because recently Henriette from Bikey Lake, she posted on Instagram that she will not be dyeing yarn anymore. She is going to do workshops about dyeing yarn instead. But throughout these last years, I've knit with her colors a lot and we've done some collaborations and stuff. And she's just the sweetest person. And I am for sure going to miss her yarn so very, very much. Thankfully, I do have some in my stash. Yay. Those were all my FOs and all my whips. And before I just chat a little bit for the indie bits, as Kay from the Bakery Bears would say, I have a little eye candy to show you, but I want to play you some music first. And as I said, my oldest daughter, she just graduated from high school last Friday on the 15th. If I've not put up a picture already, I'll put up one right here with her hat on. I'm so proud of her. She did the IB program, and let me tell you, it was not easy. But she did it, and I'm so very proud, and just, yeah. So on a week later, on the 22nd, there was like a commencement dinner at the school, and we all went there. And she had told me that she was going to perform. She was going to sing a song with some of the other girls in her class. They were going to play the instruments, but they didn't have a drummer. And my youngest daughter, Ella, she plays the drums pretty good. So she had her first band experience on stage with these high school girls, and she was so excited about it. And they got up on stage and they played Slipping Through My Fingers, and I just lost it. I tried to contain myself, but I cried because I was so proud of them. And and that song has so much meaning. Oh my goodness. Where does time go? Sometimes I feel like I just want to put them in my pocket and keep them there forever. But on the other hand, it's also bringing me immense joy to just see them just taking on life, making it their own, and just, yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm lacking words. I'm just proud mama. So I thought that today I would play you just that song. So I invite you to sit back, relax, and let your stitches flow. it was quite the moment, I have to say. Yeah. Okay, so we've talked about summer sock camp. I also want to mention that Nitty Natty is hosting Sock Week, so it's all about the socks at the moment. If you know of other sock knit-alongs, leave them in the comments so we can all learn more about them and participate and double dip and all that good stuff. And I just have one more thing to show you today, and it is this beautiful yarn from A Monthly Yarn Club by Cleo Garn. And I get it on her trip base, that is an 80/20 superwash merino nylon base. It is 365 meters per 100 grams, and this is Tooth Fairy. And when I was getting all my stuff together for this podcast, I was like, have I shown this already? If I have, I apologize. Just my brain is kind of mush. I have lots of stuff going on. And should we chat about that for just a little moment before I let you go? As I said, Augusta graduated, and there's all kinds of things going on with that. Today she's doing the Studenterkurs, the driving in a truck trip with the whole class. But there's 44 students in the class because they have like 2 classes, but they have so many workshops and classes together, so they don't go separately. Usually in Denmark, we're about 22, 25, 26 students in one class, but they're all together, so big truck, and they have to do it for 2 days. So they're driving today, and then on Saturday is another student drive, and they will start at our house. They're coming here for breakfast, and we're just celebrating them. They'll be here for like an hour. All the other parents don't get them for more than 20 minutes, so I'm very happy. And the truck will come here and pick them up, and they have decorated the truck, and it's just, it's so much fun. It's such a wonderful time in your life, and I remember my graduation time is just the best time. Granted, I had also just met my husband, so it was, lots of good memories. And then on June 5th, we will have the graduation party for the whole family here at our house. And then she has some friends coming over that night too. So lots of things going on. I have a couple of concerts coming up. There's a ballet recital to end off this season. So lots of things. Summer break will come very, very good for me this year. Yeah. I will be excited for it to come. But yeah, Tooth Fairy, and it also came with these little light bulb markers. Maybe you can see them through the plastic that matches the yarn. I always like it when stuff matches, so I was very, very excited for that. Yeah. Hello from editing me. I forgot to show you the most important thing. Actually, last Friday on the 22nd, when we were getting ready to go to Augusta School for that party, the mailman came by and he brought me a package, and I was like, what was that? I didn't order anything. But I was gifted this beautiful gift from Desiree. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. But she sent me this beautiful gift, and she said, well, remember when you helped me with some recommendations on what to see in your neck of the woods, and I'm here now, and I'm sending you this as a thank you. And I'm like, oh my goodness, there's so in no way, shape, or form any need for that. But look what she gave me. She made this herself. How beautiful is this bag? I love it so much. And look, kind of right here, looks like the Danish flag. And that's not it. Apart from lots of chocolate, Swiss chocolate, she's from Switzerland, she also sent me this beautiful yarn. It's just gorgeous. It's called Regenbogen, rainbow. And look at that logo right there. Isn't it cute with the socks on it? And I can't see all of the contents, but it's like virgin wool and some I thought it said cotton, but right now I'm like Ramle. I don't know what that is. But it's definitely a mix of some wool and something else. How spoiled am I? Yeah, so very much. And there's a card, the sweet, sweet message. I know in Danish we would say désiré. Maybe that's the way. I don't know. But thank you so, so much. Like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Moving on to the rest of the indie bits. That was it for today. That's all I have to show you. Thank you so much for being here and spending some time with me. Let me know what you're knitting on in the comments. Are you doing sock week or summer sock camp, or do you not knit socks at all? Do you enjoy something else way more? Let me know that too. And also, if you have a suggestion for some music that you would like to hear, I always love to read that too. I have some things that you have requested recently, and I have it, like I keep a little note on my phone so I can always have some inspiration, which I love, because sometimes I've done quite a bit of episodes, and it can be hard to decide. So I like you guys' input. Plus, can you guys believe that it's been 6 years? 6 years and a month, actually, since I started podcasting? That's just crazy. Maybe we should do something. Maybe next episode we'll celebrate all my socks in 6 years on YouTube. Yeah, I think I'll do that. We'll do a giveaway. Yeah, but these are coming up very soon. I hope that you will knit them with me. Thank you for being here today. I wish you all the best and lots of you. Take care. Bye.